Hello everyone, it's Dylan from YuGiOh Everything, and welcome back to another YuGiOh video. So we got some pretty under-the-rug news yesterday, September 22nd, and the only reason that we know this happened is because I'm sure someone might have come across it at some point, but at least the first person that I saw that discovered this was JBix on Twitter. You've heard me probably mention him quite a few times. He gives some really great insight, some really good fun facts, so definitely give him a follow on Twitter if that is your kind of forte. But JBix reported that the Trademark office, I will show the picture right here, that the Trademark office, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, has officially registered the term Rush Duel in the name of Konami Digital Entertainment. So Konami Digital Entertainment has filed a patent for Rush Duels to use Rush Duels over in the United States, over in the West, and it has finally been approved as of September 22nd, and there is the official document where you can see that it has been approved. And this is pretty massive news because it's just another confirmation that, or another hint towards the eventual confirmation that Rush Duels are making their way outside of Asia and to the TCG. Now, this doesn't really come as a shock for me. I have said, I think as early as January of 2020, that I heard from a few different sources that I trust that Rush Duels were going to come to the TCG. In fact, I'll even go a step further. A couple different people of those unnamed sources told me that Rush Duels were going to replace Speed Duels. So not only have I heard that Rush Duels are coming to the TCG, but I have also heard that Speed Duels are probably at an end over here in the TCG. And again, I've heard this from a couple of people that I really do trust, that I think are really good sources. Obviously, I'm not going to name anyone. I'm not going to say who they are or whether they are, associated with Konami, but I have no reason not to believe them. And I think as early as 2020, January 2020, I said that Rush Duels and YuGiOh 7s were going to come to the TCG. Now, I'm going to be honest, I had heard from these sources, from these people, that Rush Duels were coming by the end of 2020. However, I do believe that COVID threw a wrench into everything. COVID absolutely just changed, I think, plans for probably every single company out there, unless you make toilet paper and hand sanitizer, and no one could foresee a pandemic coming. Even in the early stages of 2020, you heard that something was going on in China, that there was some bad virus that was rampantly spreading over in China, but I don't think anyone, even when that was happening, could have predicted, well, actually, probably people could have, the scale that this pandemic would affect the world, and especially worldwide corporations and businesses. So for that reason, I have now heard that the new timeline for Rush Duels, which again, this could change, and I could totally be wrong on this, is mid-2021. Summer of 2021, I have heard that they are hoping to announce Rush Duels in the early stages of 2021 for the TCG market. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told. Again, if you don't want to believe me, because I know I'm kind of going over unnamed sources here, I understand. You definitely do not have to. But trust me when I tell you that at this moment, September 23rd, 2020, Rush Duels are fully 100% being planned to be released outside of Japan, and they will be the next big product that Konami releases to TCG markets. Now, I'm going to look on the flip side of this because I have a couple other pieces of information that I want to share with you guys that I've kind of, heard through the grapevine as well. And that has to do with the YuGiOh 7's anime. I'm sure there's a lot of you that know that YuGiOh 7's is the current anime. I'm sure there's a lot of you that know that YuGiOh 7's is showing off Rush Duels and really has nothing to do with the main product line anymore. So much so that through 15 episodes at the time of recording, we have not even seen or 16 episodes, excuse me. We have not even seen a normal non-Rush Duel duel. Every single duel, I believe we've had 15 or 14 duels, 14 I believe. Every single duel has been a Rush Duel. And I'm not sure if we are ever going to get a Master Duel in this show. And so from early in 2020, I had also heard from reputable sources that YuGiOh 7's was going to get dubbed in the typical, New York City office, and that it was going to be released outside of Asia, an English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, and it makes sense, right? Because it's almost like you can't have one without the other. You're not going to release Rush Duels in the TCG market without dubbing the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, and vice versa. I mean, you can, but it doesn't make the full most optimal sense. Because, again, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s can be used as a tool to advertise the new style of dueling, to advertise the new cards, and when you're going to release Rush Duel packs, you're going to have, most likely, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's characters on those Rush Duel packs. Right? When the TCG starts releasing packs, you probably will have the monsters on them, but if you want to do starter decks or things of that nature, you have to release starter decks of Yuga and of Rook. And if you're not releasing Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s outside of Asia, and there's no legal way to watch it, people are going to be like, who the hell are these characters? I mean, people are going to say that anyway because, I'm acting as if we live in a world where everyone pays attention to the anime. That's just very far from the truth. But at least you have more of a recognition and a more of a recognizable brand name if you do dub this show and if you do get Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s out to a more broader audience. So I have heard as recently as 2 weeks ago that the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub is in full swing. I don't want to give away any specifics, but trust me, the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub is coming, as well as the Rush Duel products over in the TCG, and I haven't made a video discussing this in a while, and I figured this was a cool time to do it because we literally, or at least I literally just found out about an hour ago this morning that Rush Duels have finally been approved, patented, and trademarked for United States use by Konami Digital Entertainment. So Rush Duels are coming to the TCG, not Speed Duels, excuse me. 7s is coming to outside Asia markets in the form of an English dub, and yeah, it's a pretty cool timeline. I would project, because I know a lot of people are going to ask, when do I think the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub is going to get announced? I don't think that they are going to announce the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub until Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns has finished airing in Canada, in Australia, in the countries that Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns is currently accessible. The dub of Reigns is accessible. I predict that Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub announcement is going to come in April of 2021, and it will not be first released until the end of 2021, maybe even early 2022. I still think we are ways away from any sort of formal announcement with that, and I think we are probably at least a year away from any sort of release of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub. And when it comes to Rush Duels in the TCG, I have no reason not to believe the people at the moment that are telling me the goal is mid-2021. So we will have to keep an eye on that. But guys, please let me know all your thoughts on this topic. Let me know your thoughts on Rush Duels coming to the TCG. Let me know your thoughts on the idea that Speed Duels are going to be at their end. And when Rush Duels come out, Speed Duels leave, and I feel like they're always going to be kind of remembered as something that never really hit the ground running like Konami intended them to. I don't want to use the term failure because I don't believe that anything really is a failure in life. I think you either win or you learn, as I like to say. So it's a learning experience, but I think it's safe to say Speed Duels did not grab the masses and gain popularity like Konami would have hoped. But you guys, please let me know all your thoughts on this news, and let me know your thoughts on a potential Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub. I can only imagine what that is going to look like. That is going to be hilarious. So, yeah, we'll have to stay tuned for all those announcements. And again, if I hear any more information on my end, or any more definitive news, because I'm not going to make a video just based on what sources are telling me, if there's any more definitive news, I will gladly share with you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Panther J, Smith620, Blue Maiden 28, Jarrett Buller, and Aura Dragon, and to my Diamond tier patrons Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Pegasus Seiya, and Brandon Gomez. and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Stella Sky and Chase Connelly. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Thank you to everyone who is a YouTube channel member. You guys help me out tremendously. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all of you. Thank you to everyone who watched. I stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperDeepRot, Mondays and Thursdays. Check that out down below. And yeah, I also stream on YouTube all the time. I'm sure I'll see you in one of those many live streams. Thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you down below, and I hope you have an amazing day.